Hi, I'm Midge Shoemaker, and this is week 15 of my creating, of doing 100 weeks of YouTube videos and focusing on creating a healthier, happier lifestyle for myself. So I apologize, it's been a week and I forget how to do videos. I'm actually a week behind on my videos, not a week behind on myself, but myself has been struggling for a while and very frustrated because I have all these fanciful goals and ideas. And my wonderful vision board friends pointed out to me that maybe some of the health issues that I'm having might be some of the reasons I'm struggling to meet my goals. So as I work on meeting doctors and taking care of my physical health, I might feel better. She also pointed out that I have a tendency to overthink things, which I do, and and maybe if I stopped overthinking things, I would stop overwhelming myself, and it would be easier to just do things. So I am grateful for that. So I had a doctor's appointment on Friday, and to check on my blood pressure that's super high. And apparently it's still super high, which is super annoying. So they gave me what they call water pills to try to lower my blood pressure. And then they told me, ordered a whole bunch of tests. I get to go do a whole bunch of tests. So yay, I don't like tests. Um, one of them is a calcium test, which is supposed to test to see if there's any calcium in my arteries. And if there's calcium in my arteries, then there's a good chance that there's plaque in my arteries. So that might be part of why I have high blood pressure. She also mentioned that sometimes when the lower number is really high, when you have high blood pressure, it's because you're retaining too much water or too much fluid around your heart. So that's what the water pills are supposed to do. They're supposed to flush your system with all of that excess water, all the excess fluids. So I'm like, okay, yay. So, I mean, it's nice to get some answers. And then, of course, she ordered a bunch of blood tests to check all of my levels, my cholesterol, my diabetes, to see if I have diabetes because I'm pre-diabetic before. So I might be diabetic. I'm just avoiding that test because I don't want to be diagnosed as that. And then there was something she wants to check my thyroid and she wants to check whatever other stuff in there, do like a panel of whatever, just to see what's going on because she wants to get the whole picture. And I kind of like that idea. I mean, I don't like the idea of taking pills and medication for the rest of my life, but if it helps my body to function and feel better, then maybe I need to do it. Also, I like the idea that I'm seeing someone that's at least willing to look into whatever else is going on. They're not just saying, hey, this is the one problem and we're going to fix it. She's like, let's look and see if there's any other reasons why your blood pressure is high, if there's something else going on that needs to be taken care of at the same time. So it was good. Nice nurse practitioner. So yay, getting to see doctor that I was going to ask her and I should have, and I didn't. I was going to ask how long I have to be on the blood pressure medication, but she literally gave me a 90-day supply with 3 refills. So at least for the next 9 months, I will be on high blood pressure medication. Plus I have to check my blood pressure every day, which is kind of annoying. But thankfully, Mom and Dad Shoemaker have blood pressure things that you wrap around your wrist that will check it for you. So I didn't have to go buy my own. I could just borrow one of theirs. So yay. And hopefully I don't have to keep doing that for the rest of my life either. But anyway, so lots of things for me to continue to work on myself. Also had some interesting thoughts this week. Not that I acted on them or did anything different with them, but I had them and they're still playing in my mind. And one of them was that someone posted on Facebook something about a job opportunity. So I looked into it, messaged the friend or whoever that posted it on there. And it's one of those, basically it's an online marketing scheme. Maybe it's not a scheme. It's just one of those things where it's someone that basically sells stuff. And she's like, hey, if you sign up for this, we'll set you up with a website. And you set up your own website, which is weird. But anyway, people click on your link to get something, and then it goes to whatever the actual website is, or they order it, and then they send it through whatever. So I don't actually have to have the product. But it's a bunch of beauty products and other things like that. And I have to create I understand the concept of the online marketing where basically you find a product, you become an affiliate with it, you either create your own website for it or you just create advertisements for it that have a link to the affiliate's website, like Walmart or Amazon or whatever it is. And then you create the ads for it. And then whenever people click on the ad, whenever they purchase something from your link, you get a commission off of it. You get a percentage of the sale. Kind of like they're, Walmart or Amazon is paying you to advertise for them instead of paying some big corporation kind of a deal. And the more hits you get on your ads, and then if people buy stuff other than just what, like they order more things than just the one item that they clicked on based off of your ad, you get commission off of those other items too. So potentially you can make a whole lot of money, but initially you have to be able to either create a website around a specific product, which again, you'd have to have the money to pay for a website and a hosting company and all of that, whatever it is. And then you have to develop a website around the product. And then even that, when people click on the link for your product to get more information, it's still going to go to the affiliate's website where they actually purchase the product. They're not actually going to purchase it on your website because you don't actually own the product and you don't actually have it. You're the third party. You're the middleman. You're like the store instead of the wholesale, and you send them to, whatever. So it's kind of crazy. And if people want to avoid paying you, they could just, go another way to it without your link or whatever. But anyway, that's how the whole process works. Or you just create your own ads, but it takes time to learn how to create ads or to find ads that people actually click on. Plus it costs money to post the ads. And eventually, ideally, you make more money off of it. So it's okay for the expense for the ads because they're like $5 or something an ad for like a week or something on Facebook. And then you can put them other places too. I'm not really sure how that works, but so this was just another one of those opportunities where this person she wants to help me, but she wants me to pay like $150 to set up my own website and create ads to sell this product. And she'll spend an entire week helping me set the whole thing up so that I can start making money off of it. But then I would be kind of on my own to monitor it or to convince other people to sign up under me because I get a percentage of the money or whatever that way. So I was thinking about that. And then I was thinking, you know what? If I'm going to invest time or money into something, I should be investing time and money into myself and not into this. Because first of all, I don't have the extra money to do that. And second of all, if I'm going to put the time and money into something, it should be something I believe in, which I don't use any of those products that I would be selling or that would be on a website created by me. So I'm like, not really interested in that. But I could take the time to create thumbnails for my YouTube videos. I could make more time to start working on my books and writing. I could start reaching out to people and trying to figure out how to get my book edited so I can get it published or send it out to more beta readers to see if it's even ready to be edited so I can get it published. I could start writing some of my other books. I could invest the time in myself instead of investing it in something that I don't believe in. And it's one of those things where it has the potential to make a lot of money. I'm not going to say it doesn't have the potential to make a lot of money, but you have to put in a lot of money and then you have to put in the effort. You have to follow through with it. You have to, and then you have to hope that people click on your ads and do whatever. And if you've got the right product, you can make a lot of money doing that. So I've looked into it before. I just haven't ever followed through and actually set up advertisements or set up websites or anything like that to actually get money off of affiliated marketing or online marketing, so to speak. I keep thinking that might be a good way to just stay at home and make money, but you have to stay at home and you still have to work. You don't get out of having to go online and creating ads and updating your website and checking to see if your ads are actually working or leading to hits and making money, or if you're losing money because you're just putting money into whatever it is to create for the websites and everything else, and you're not actually making any money. So anyway, it's a lot of trial and error. It's a lot of, you can work with other people, other groups, things like that. But like I said, if it's something that I really wanted to do or felt like I was really supposed to do, I think I probably would put the time into it. But then again, I think I'm supposed to do my thumbnails and write my videos, and write my videos, write my books, and do thumbnails for my videos. And but those things I put off doing because I'm just kind of, I think I fear other people's reactions, responses, and it's just, putting something personal out there. And even though I put something personal in my videos, I have 14 subscribers. So I only know one person that watches my videos on a regular basis. So I'm just like, not really, not really feeling like it's going to the world. It's just going to a handful of people, and that feels safe. And I like feeling safe. And making thumbnails for my videos may not create any more interest in my videos, which might be disappointing for me, or it might create a lot of interest in my videos, which, then I could make money off of YouTube, which would be nice, but then a lot more people would be watching me, and that kind of freaks me out. So I need to get over my fears and my insecurities and just do things. That would be nice. Hence putting the time and effort into myself instead of time and effort into someone else's stuff. Another thought that I had for this week was, am I making the best choice for myself? Like there's good, better, best choices. There was a conference talk a really long time ago, and I don't remember who said it, and I don't remember much about the talk other than it was good, better, best, and you can do good, you can do better, or you can do your best. And there's choices for good, better, and best. And I am not looking that up, but I am not putting a link for it. If somebody else wants to look it up and put a link, go for it. Anyway, but that thought just was running through my mind. Am I making the best choices for myself right now? And the answer to that question in most cases was no. I could do better. I could make a better choice. So that was kind of a little interesting. Doesn't mean that I actually changed what I was doing, but I had that thought. And I think that's part of, where things change starts, is you start thinking about it, and you start thinking about questions you can ask yourself and things that you can do better or do differently. And eventually thoughts start turning into actions, and you're like, hey, let's see what happens if I actually do this. And that's how change starts happening. I also think it kind of goes along with, what do they say in Allen on the 3 A's: awareness, acceptance, and then action. So you become aware of your actions, you become aware of a situation, you become aware of something that needs to change. And then you accept the fact that this is where you're at, or this is what needs to change. And then you can take the appropriate action, whether to change things or to leave things alone, to walk away from things, or whatever it is. So it was kind of an interesting thought. Another interesting thought that popped into my head this week was that I deserve better. I can have better. I don't need to feel stuck where I'm at. And I really appreciate that thought. I think God is working on me. He's trying to help me see that I have way more potential, that I can have more of the things that I want in my life, and that my inaction or my choices not to do things is the only thing that's keeping me from being successful, from succeeding, from having the things I want in my life. And I don't have to continue to be depressed or discouraged. I can be happy today. I can be happy in the moment. I can make choices that make me feel better about myself. I can do better. Also, that little reminder that I don't have to change who I am. I just have to change what I'm doing. Because I think overall, especially doing the 100 days of celebrating myself, that I have a lot of really good qualities about myself. I am a really nice person. I have my moments where I can be a brat. I have my things that I struggle with, my depression and my PTSD, and things that are difficult for me, the days that are hard for me to get out of bed. But I have overcome a lot of those days in my life, and I have been through a lot of things, but I don't have to let those things define me or control me. And I can have better, and I don't have to be afraid that whatever better is out there is going to be taken away or is going to fall apart like everything in the past has. And even if it does, maybe there's something even better than that out there. I don't know. Or maybe this time it won't. But I have to have that hope. I have to be willing to take that chance. And so I think this week was just a lot of mental thoughts and spiritual thoughts going through my mind as to things that I need to be doing. Also, did figure out the where the application was to be a service missionary to work in the temple. So I'm going to be a temple worker, an ordinance worker, which is different than the service missionary. Because service missionary, I'm just going to be helping volunteers in cleaning the temple, which is what I'm doing right now, except that it's not an actual missionary service call, it's just a volunteer position. So then it's going to be a service missionary position. So not entirely sure how that's going to work just yet. But I filled out the application. I sent it out. I told my bishop, and he said he's forwarded it off to the stake president. So it's all being in the process right now. So I just kind of have to wait to figure out exactly what all of that entails and how that's going to work. But more things that I am putting on my plate, I guess. But I think they're positive things. I think they're things that are going to help me because it's going to force me to get out of my house and to be around other people. So it will help with my social life, because right now my social life basically consists of going to church on Sundays and going to the temple on Tuesday nights and cleaning. So not huge. And occasionally talking to my kids, or occasionally talking to some of my friends. But that's kind of where it's at right now. So I really need to work on socialization. Not very good at that. I post these videos on Facebook. I scroll through Facebook, but I don't think that's really socializing. I think that's just eavesdropping on other people's lives, reading what other people are posting. Get tidbits of information about my sisters, and I would probably get more information if I would actually call and talk to them on the phone. So build those relationships. That's the whole idea. But I have a tendency to isolate, so I've been kind of isolating a little bit, which is not the best for me. But I have my cycles where I just struggle with things, and I am choosing to just keep moving forward. I am choosing to just pick up where I left off instead of trying to start over. I'm just going to start where I'm at and see where it goes. But I am grateful physically, I guess, to be talking to the doctors, and even though it's costing me money, so it's stressing out my finances that are already tight because my depression kicks in and I don't work, and then I can't pay bills, and then I have doctor's bills on top of that, and then I get overwhelmed with everything I have to pay, and then I don't want to, and then I don't go to work, which is, it's this vicious cycle, which is really dumb, because really, ideally, logically, I'm like, okay, I need to work more hours in order to make more money, in order to pay for everything. And instead I freak out about everything that has to be paid, so I don't go to work. And it's like, it doesn't make sense, but that's what I do. So that is one of those things about depression and PTSD is especially the panic and the anxiety thing, where you just freeze, you get frozen, and you just cannot you can't act, you can't respond, you can't function. You're just stuck, and it sucks. It really sucks. So sometimes I just get stuck, and I don't have an explanation for that. I beating myself up doesn't work. Trying to, bully myself into going to work, playing things over in my mind over and over and over again, I think just makes it worse. So I'm just like, I am trying to learn to accept that I'm just going to have days like this. And as much as I'm wanting to create a healthier and happier lifestyle for myself, it's 100 weeks, and it's probably going to take 100 weeks. It may take more than 100 weeks. I don't know. But I'm going to just keep working on myself. I'm going to keep trying. I am not going to give up just because I haven't felt like I've been successful for the past few weeks. So if you're watching these videos, if you're working on creating a healthier, happier lifestyle for yourself, if you're having more success, please share with me. Please tell me your secrets. Please tell me what you're doing, because I would like to know. And if you're struggling too, please know that it's normal, that you're not the only one out there that's having this problem, that has all these amazing ideas and has a hard time following through and just hits that I'm stuck spot. Just remember to be gentle with yourself, love yourself, and just ask God to help you get through it. And just know that it won't last. and you'll be able to move forward. And God's timing is perfect, and everything will work out according to His timing and His planning. And getting upset and frustrated when it's not working according to yours doesn't help. Trust me, I know I get upset and frustrated at myself all the time, and it doesn't help. But somehow, sometimes being nicer to myself, reminding myself that I have value, that I deserve more, that I deserve better, that I can make better choices, and just telling myself that these are things I need to do because I love myself, because I want to take better care of myself, because I want to be in a better situation. It helps to be like, I'm doing this to be better, and not because not necessarily because there's something wrong with me, just because I can make better choices, I can do better things, I can have more, I can have the things that I want if I'm willing to work for them. So some days I'm just not willing to work for them. And some days I'm like overly determined to get it. And I keep thinking I'll do it overnight. And then I have to remind myself it doesn't work overnight. So it's been an interesting week. Had some, like I said, spiritual insights, mental thought processes, meeting with doctors for physical things. Did a little bit of socializing. Like I said, not much. Not much. Stressing out my finances. So that's not the best either, but that's just kind of, and emotionally, my little roller coaster depression, that's kind of where my life is at. So I would love to say that I'm much healthier and I'm much happier, and it's been 15 weeks and there's all these huge amazing changes in my life, and I'm not saying it, I'm not feeling it. Maybe you're saying it, maybe you see some difference in me, maybe not. Maybe it really is going to take a lot longer for me to see a difference. I think when I do my 100 days of videos, it takes me like at least 25 to 50 days to figure out what I'm doing, and I get halfway through and I'm like, hey, you know what? This is different. This is cool. And I'll just have that like random epiphany, like, hey, and then I'll have someone tell me, oh, I noticed that a long time ago. And I'm like, yeah, I know, but I didn't see it in myself until just now. So it always helps to have other people point things out to you as well. If you're struggling, just ask someone, say, hey, this is what I'm doing, this is where I'm at. Am I okay? Am I on track? But find somebody that you trust to do that. Someone that, believes in you and is helping you, not someone that's toxic and is going to tear you down, or that doesn't want you to become better, because then you would actually leave that toxic relationship. So be careful in that regard. I don't know your situation, so I'm just, I think we all base things based on our own personal experiences. So my own personal experiences, I need that reminder not to ask or trust toxic people in my life. So anyway, that's what I have for week 15. And that's all I have for week 15. My brain just froze. It does that. One of those lovely things about it. It's like, hey, we're done. And then I'm blank. So if you like these videos, you can hit like, subscribe, share with someone else if you think they'll like it too. And I hope you have a great week full of gratitude, and maybe find some ways to create a healthier, happier lifestyle for yourself too.